Good morning. Welcome to day 109, Sunday, July 26th. So it's a little before 11, checkout time at the first Summit Inn. It's totally fine for the money. So I'm gonna have some time to kill before I can go over to the Hampton Inn. So I'm gonna check out the city market. I'm definitely going back to the Walmart, but I guess they have some kind of law in Wyoming where you can't sell beer unless it's like a standalone, separate structure. So the Walmart doesn't have that, but this city market does. If I can just pick up a single to celebrate coming into Wyoming. There really aren't any like breweries around. So yeah, I'll check out what they have for like freshly made meals. And then I will just head on over to McDonald's, which is on the way to the Hampton Inn, hang out there, have a little McDonald's lunch. There was actually a pretty decent like continental breakfast here, so I just toasted up a few bagels, had some cereal, nothing too heavy. But yeah, just gonna take it easy today. I was like planning to get into town today and hang out at McDonald's, so I'm not really changing my plans or my reservations, partly because I got to go to the post office. This doesn't open until Monday, and I'm definitely going to be sending some stuff back. So that's going to take a while, but that's fine. I got time, and I'll just get an early start and have an almost full day of hiking Tuesday, which is what my original plan was anyway. So all that's working out fine. I'm trying to, what's the best way to get over? I think I'll cut through here. So that's the update. Usually they have like the music blasting pretty loud at McDonald's, so I probably won't record anything there because of all the copyright issues, but we'll probably see you at the Hampton Inn. Maybe I'll get an early check-in. We'll see. So it's a little weird as I'm walking to the McDonald's, and you can see the Hampton Inn is right there, and the Walmart's here too, so it's all close together until I have to leave. But I'm hearing and seeing seagulls. Where's the ocean? So it's nice I don't have the music blaring here. I did pick up some local beer at the city market, just in the top of my pack. It's a brewery Sarah and I actually went to in Victor Falls, Idaho. It's called Grand Teton Brewing. I even have a ball cap from them, so that's cool. Got a little bit of food and just hang out here on the Wi-Fi until I can check into the Hampton Inn, and then I'll head over to the Walmart and be set for the day. All right, I'm finally checked in. It's one of those deals where, unfortunately, sir, check-in isn't until 3 p.m. Not the best customer service. I got there like at 2:30. Obviously, they had rooms available, but just want to make you sit there for a half hour. So, not a great experience, but that's how it goes sometimes. They're all owned and operated by different people. Usually if you're friendly and, chat up, you can usually get in a half hour early, especially when the rooms are already done. But for whatever reason, they have a policy at this one. So I just waited and then I got in my room. So not a huge big deal. I was able to do stuff online, but annoying. So now I'm headed over to the Walmart, get stuff for tonight, and then just relax the rest of the day. The post office here is good. It opens at 8 instead of 9, so I can get an early start to get over there. I'll figure out what extra food I might have, and while I'm at the post office, ship a box back so I don't have to go back and forth for 1.5 miles. And that'll be the end of that. And I'm thinking about, it's not even so much the policy. If the policy is check-in isn't until 3, that's fine. But it's how the front desk agent communicates that is what makes all the difference. Something like, oh, I'm really sorry, sir, but you know, the management here doesn't allow us to let people check in before 3. Instead of the response I got, and you know, she just couldn't care less. Just really, really poor customer service. And then right before 3 o'clock, she has to go to the bathroom all of a sudden because she doesn't want to deal with me. And so the other person there, you know, had to deal with me, which was fine. I wasn't, you know, angry or upset, just annoyed. And I got my room, and that was the end of that. But grinds my gears. I can't let it go. And it's not like housekeeping was, you know, on my floor, the 3rd floor, you know, rushing to get the room ready. I got up there, there was no one was there. Totally quiet. Room has obviously been ready for a while. Yeah, I don't get it. Not great hospitality. Usually they're pretty good, but not this one. So I'm saying it's the owner and just bad training. All right, this is probably gonna be it for today. I'll probably combine today's video with tomorrow, just hanging out in town. But very tasty beer from Grand Teton Brewing. And it's cool that Sarah and I have been there, so enjoying that. The room's great. Getting all the videos uploaded, getting everything updated, looking at my next resupplies, and there's going to be some long hitches coming up soon. FaceTime with Sarah, checked in with my mom, so getting all that kind of stuff done. Online banking. The only real errand I have tomorrow is going to the post office and sending some stuff back. It's only going to be like a 120-ish mile segment to my next town. So I'm not going to need as much food as I have. I have a bunch of food left over because I brought out more real food on the last segment and didn't use as many freeze-dried meals. So I'll be sending stuff back. I've been getting a little tired of the honey roasted peanuts as one of my snacks. So I asked Sarah to give me a mix of almonds and cashews with some dried fruit that I still had at the house. So that'll be a nice change. I'll probably pack out a little beer on this segment because I can only get like a 6-pack of these little cans. So I'm not drinking a 6-pack in 2 days, that's for sure. If I have 2 or 3 total, that'll be a miracle. Yeah, so that's all for today. Just enjoying relaxing. I'm still on the same pace, the same schedule. I wasn't planning getting into town till today, so I'm gonna stay the extra night here and recuperate. Get ready for more heat. I already have bought more electrolytes from Walmart that I'm gonna pack out with me. That's the main thing. And hopefully I won't have water that's super warm at the end of the day, but it's probably gonna happen a few more times. Just have to deal with it. But if I'm not eating a freeze-dried meal on top of that and I have something else, like I'm gonna have wraps. I'm probably gonna get some chicken, either chicken from Walmart that's already cooked or just chicken tenders from McDonald's. That worked pretty well a few times in the past. And maybe some cold pizza. So that's the plan, that's the update. Enjoying the room, and we'll see you tomorrow. And just as a quick aside, obviously I was pretty annoyed with this whole check-in process here. I'm over it now. It was just, I hate wasting time when I'm in trail because there's so much I got to get done. And so even like a half hour where I feel like I'm just not accomplishing anything, it just is frustrating and annoying sometimes. But it's fine. I'm over it. I don't care. The room's great. And I've moved on. So, but I'm going to keep it in because that's how I was feeling at the time. And it does happen out here. Sometimes I think when someone at a front desk sees you walk in, especially into like the nicer hotels, and you got this big backpack and you look kind of dirty and kind of disheveled. I think sometimes maybe you get a different treatment than others. So not that that's what happened here, but I think it's just human nature. But I'm past it. But yeah, I do think it's important to keep it in because it's what we're dealing with out here as thru hikers. So that's it.